So what are your thoughts of getting off of the toll road this morning? Actually, not even getting on the toll road.
It was a little hectic at first, going through some villages now, so traffic died down, but the road gets rougher. It's a trade-off.
All right.
We'll
So,
see.
all right, is that it? Let's keep
See how
going.
this goes.
All right.
After spending a few days in Guadalajara, it is time for us to continue on. Like always, it takes us some time to find our way out of town. Our plan is to have a change of scenery and to avoid cycling on a toll road as much as possible on our way to Tula. Instead, we want to cycle on smaller roads through the countryside in small villages, where we can enjoy the scenery and hope to have great encounters with the local people.
Back on 15D a little while ago. Supposed to be a more direct route where we're planning on stopping tonight. Downside is you do a lot more climbing than you stay down in the valley going through the agricultural area. The traffic normally is pretty bad down there when we jumped on 15D. But anyway, we're at the highest point so far of our trip right now. The GPS is showing 5705. What are we doing?
Making a snack.
Actually, I think we could call this second or third breakfast.
I think it's just second breakfast.
Maybe second breakfast, yeah.
I don't think cookies should count.
No. So what do we got here?
Yeah, peanut butter,
Tortilla,
and
bananas. Yeah.
What?
Yep. That's carry you for about, it's actually a pretty good meal. That and apples too, man. Apples and banana, or apples and peanut butter and tortillas go a long way too. Yeah, we're almost out of peanut butter though.
I got it. Not running out of peanut butter, don't worry.
So a little update. Yesterday was a long day based on time, but short in distance. We went about 27 miles, I think was that like 44 kilometers. We broke 7,000 feet twice. And then we dropped back down to 6,000 feet, 5,900 to 6,000 feet and back up. So, and we just weren't feeling it. So we stopped in a little town, which I'm not even going to pronounce.
It was a very cute town though.
Yeah, so
people were awesome, super nice.
yeah, it was a total different vibe than the town we stayed in the night before. I mean, we rolled into that town and it just gave me the creepers. I don't know why. When we left, it was fine. In the morning, it was really good interactions with some folks, and so just rolling into town was weird. But the place we stayed last night too was so darn relaxing.
It was.
I mean, on the outside you think, but as soon as we went through the gate, like bam, it was so tranquil. Or how did she say it? Tranquil? Tranquilo, something like that. But anyway, and then this morning as we were leaving, I mean, well, even last night we went down to the market area, or the plaza, the Centro, checked out the church, walked down a few streets, had some dinner, some street food, and yeah, it was so different than the town before. In fact, hang on a second, there's a big truck coming. So when we went to pay, we thought the guy said 180 pesos. So we went to pay him 180 pesos, and we just misunderstood 80 and 18. Just to show you, I mean, and that's happened to us many times here. We misunderstood something, and they could easily just take the money and we wouldn't know any different, but no, hang on, there's another truck coming. So super nice, super honest, you know, and it was just a very nice vibe. And this morning we were getting coffee, little old lady, we helped her set. She was just opening. She couldn't even lift up her thing to go up, to open up. So we helped her open that up and move the tables out. Fortunately, we don't film that kind of stuff. It feels a little weird, you know. It's kind of our personal interactions with the folks. It would be neat to get on film though. But yeah, Petra spoke to her quite a bit because her Spanish is way beyond mine.
I just do better at body language.
Yeah, and I do find it easier to understand the Spanish when they're not wearing masks. When they're wearing masks, and I think that's with anyone that's trying to learn another language, is see the lips moving and you get a clearer understanding. So when I learned German, I did that through beer, and that seems to help.
Maybe you need tequila.
Maybe I need some tequila. Yeah, so anyway, we're having our little breakfast.
Yep.
We're not sure where we're getting today. It's pretty sparse at this point. We hope maybe we could find some wild camping spots, but it's a beautiful area. But
there's this fence.
Yeah, there's a fence along the highway here, and I mean, we kind of, well, even when you get off the main highway, there's still a lot of it's fenced.
Yeah.
So
Agricultural.
it's yeah. I don't think we're in agricultural land now. It seems to be more hilly and forestry now. So
Well, maybe we'll find something.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna eat.
Yes. Cheers.
Yep, another flat. We're a mile from where we're gonna stop, and we got a flat. I got
Good morning.
Hey there, good morning.
So what happened here?
So we're making our own coffee, right? Because we're camping. We're in a campground. And all of a sudden, across the field comes the owner of the campground carrying a tray, like, regular, he brings his coffee. Like, really? It's very, very nice, very humbling. I definitely did not expect this. I mean, this, I tell you, it's a nice little spot, and I'm glad we found this spot last night. It's a treat. I tell you, man, kindness of strangers in the world. It's mind-blowing. So anyway, we're going to drink our coffee. Thank you, senor, campground owner. Here's to you. Oh, and the campground, while we're talking about it, it's funny, it's not even advertised on Google or any of the mapping software. We're gonna try to make a note so it's listed. But it's Hermanos, Reyes, restaurant, bar, familiar. But he does camping, he's got kayaks you can rent to go out here on the lake. Very nice, very peaceful. I mean, the traffic was a little much last night, but that's, and they say never drive at night because it's so dangerous. I guess the people don't get the memo here because it's really the most annoying part is the truckers coming into town and their engine braking. That's, anyway. But we're going to enjoy our coffee now. What a beautiful sunrise we had this morning too. So,
Yeah, well,
thank you again, sir.
Let's look at the scenery here. The sun's just coming up. The last 15 or so is supposed to be downhill. Let's see.
What are we doing today?
We are doing something very sophisticated. We're going to see archaeological site in Tula.
That's right, yeah. How far does it date back?
Like 200 BC or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. Mesoamerican site.
And you could tell we're still kind of winded. We're still like hovering around 8,000 feet. We only walked. It's like a kilometer. Like,
it actually seems like walking and going uphill is worse than riding the bicycle. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, so anyway, well, let's go in and check out the, they're only open till 2 today, from 10 to 2 today. Yeah.
We're going to see some cool stuff, some big warrior statues, and I guess
pyramid.
two different pyramids. So
very cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's go in.
Tula, also known as Tolan, was the ancient capital of the Toltec Empire and had its peak around 550. The downfall of the Toltec world is as mysterious as its creation, as an early ruler of the Aztec Empire burned all the books related to the Toltecs in the 1400s. However, it is said that around 650 the city was intentionally burned down and the last rule of the Toltec was in 1179. Today, the historical site consists of a museum and 2 old settlements that include pyramids, ball fields, temple structures, a large ceremonial plaza that could hold 100,000 people, and other dwellings. But its most important attraction is a pyramid known as the Temple of Quetzalcoatl. On top of the unique pyramid, the builders erected a series of basalt columns in the shape of Toltec warriors. Each column has a height of over 4 meters or 13 feet and wears a shield, a chest plate, and weapons of the time period. The statues were not mere decorations, but were set up to help support a roof on top of the pyramid temple. Today, it still appears to be a place of worship, as we witness a child blessing ceremony on top of the pyramid.